My name is Ulrich Mentlot. I'm the co-founder of Half Raw Springfield, and I have tonight with me Deepak here in Springfield at Innovate Springfield, in downtown Springfield. I know I'm saying Springfield too many times, but we love our city. How are you, Deepak?
Hello, Ulrich. I'm doing good. Thanks for inviting me to your show. Happy to be here. So I'm doing good.
So this is the interview. It's a show that aims to promote businesses, local leaders, everybody that's got an idea that wants to, you know, the audience, Springfield, all over the world, to know about your idea or know about what is going on in your life. This is the show that you want to be in. Uh, Deepak, you are a business owner here in Springfield, correct?
Yes, I own Agilent Software. We are a global software development company and IT consulting company. So we do like software development for other corporations, and this is like for B2B customers, like for larger customers. So we create like mobile apps, web apps, Salesforce implementation, talent, C Sharp, you name it. We provide businesses with that expertise.
So you guys are in the big money business.
Yes, it is fun.
It's
Mostly mostly solving problem business. We like to solve
but
problem
it's
in.
the big money business. It's where the money is.
It's definitely like a big money business. We have reached the revenue of almost $1 million. So this year,
Can you
yep,
say that again?
yeah, we have reached the revenue of $1 million this year. Yep,
Wow! Congratulations.
thank you.
So, Deepak, you've been here in Springfield. Tell me what brought you to the city. That's a question a lot of people, resident from Springfield, wants to know when they have, people coming from all over the places coming to the beautiful city of Springfield. That's what people want to know. Why Springfield?
So, well, Springfield is a long journey. I mean, it starts from India. I came here to America after watching a movie called American Pie. And I was like, that's the American dream. I was in India like a kid, right? Like finished high school, looking for what next to do. My father keeps asking, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? Like what college you want to join? And I was watching a movie with my friend, and that was American Pie, and I was like, well, that's the kind of American dream I want to do. That's how I want to party. That's where I want to go.
So basically, the fun brought you here to the U.S.
The party life is I mean, the party life is what interested me, and taking it to the next level. That's what brought me to United States. But the next thing you know, I was in Fargo, North Dakota, negative 40-degree temperature. Finished my
Way different from India, where it's
way
warmer.
totally different. It's like one side you have Rajasthan, which is like Arizona, dry, and desert. Like you can't grow nothing, right?
Right.
And then on the other side you have North Dakota, Midwest, like negative 40-degree temperatures, very, very cold. I mean, by the time you're done with your classes, you have 1 hour class, and you park in a parking lot in front of your university, and by the time you come back your car is like covered in snow, like tons of snow. So like totally different. Then I came from, so I finished my bachelor's of computer science from Minnesota State University. Then I finished my master's from NDSU, got myself a Microsoft certified, got a job in Minnesota, in Fargo. Then I moved to Texas, and from there, my wife got a job here. So I
Oh,
followed
okay.
my wife
Yeah, the
basically.
wife, the wife,
So
yeah.
she got a job in Springfield, and I wanted her to focus on her career. Me being in IT, like you, I could be anywhere globally, and I
Right.
can, as long as I have a laptop
And a computer.
or a internet, I could be able to do my job from anywhere. I don't have to be like in a particular location.
Okay. So the
So
wife brought you to Springfield. That's
why
good.
brought me to Springfield? Yes, and I love this town. I mean, this is like I always speak highly of Springfield, Illinois, because this is a great town. Like the community here is great, very friendly.
Very friendly. I heard people here are not friendly.
Well, it depends on,
They're very
again it depends on individual experiences, like, I mean, for some people a place could be great, and for some people it may not be so great.
right,
Depends on like what kind of people you interact with, like,
right,
I mean, you can't say that a town has a particular kind of general personality, because we are all diverse.
right.
Like we have like tons of different personality types,
Okay.
and sometimes you meet someone who is having a bad day, and they just like, they're
They
just
throw everything on you.
exactly, and then you think the whole town is like that. No, no,
Right.
no, that's just, like, like one apple, like, one spoiled apple, like, ruins the whole bunch, right?
Right.
So that's the idea behind it. But Springfield
So,
in general is a very nice town, especially
oh
for
yeah,
raising
it is.
kids.
It is a good
Lovely,
city.
lovely town.
It's a good city. It's the cost of living. It's good. It's affordable. You know, you can go everywhere. Everybody knows everybody.
Yep, that's the another thing. Like, I mean, you live in Springfield, everybody knows everybody.
Right.
I was like, I was like, I had some event happen in my life, and I told one person, just one person, and the next thing I know is like my other friend knows, and my next friend knows, and my neighbor knows, and I'm like,
Okay.
how do you two know each other? So, like, this is the best part about Springfield. It's a very small community, and everybody knows everybody, but at the same time, like, we have all the facilities of a big city,
Right.
right? So you can get, like, I mean, for food.
I mean, if you are $1 million company
Yeah.
here in Springfield, it means that there's ways to grow here as an entrepreneur. There's ways to grow a business here in Springfield because a lot of people don't see that here in the city of Springfield.
Well, I mean, I am uniquely blessed in that, because even though I am a Springfield-based company,
Right.
like, because, like, we always, like, from day one we embraced like remote culture. So like since 2018, all our workforce is remote. They are working from all over the world. And before even coronavirus pandemic hit us, like, we were pretty much already, like, everywhere. So our clients were all like outside Springfield, and
Okay.
our employees, like, some are in Springfield,
Right.
but there are some are outside Springfield. So
So, Deepak, how long have you been in business?
I have been in business for 6.5 years, like now 6.5 years. Yeah,
Okay. So, how many employees does your company has?
I have 54 employees working.
54?
Yep,
Oh
54.
man.
Yep.
I was thinking about seven then, because
No.
usually IT companies were like very small. It's like few like-minded or people that have IT that sit together. They don't go to 54. You are a corporate.
Yeah, well, technically, like, I mean, technically, we grew from, like, just two employees to four in, I mean, in just a few years, especially due to coronavirus
Right.
pandemic. Like, coronavirus made, like, a need for IT services
Oh
more.
yeah, because everything now is remote.
Everything is
Schools are
online.
remote.
Yeah.
Meetings are
Me,
going more and more remote. Lots of people are no longer gonna go back to work. They're gonna be working from home.
yep.
Software like remote desktop connections are gonna be
Yeah.
used a lot. So talk a little bit more about the services that your business offers.
So there are two parts to Agilent software. Like, one is our service side of business, where we have like a client, like, let's say Springfield Clinic. Springfield Clinic is not our client, but
You give an
but
example.
I'm giving an example.
Maybe Springfield Clinic. It's the time to get in touch with these guys.
Well, that's what I'm trying to hope for, right?
Yeah,
But let's say there is a Springfield clinic. Their core business is not IT. Their
right.
core business
In
is
the medical field.
medical field, like healthcare.
Right.
But how can you do healthcare without having technology as an enablement tool, right? So instead of having like huge infrastructure, like we kind of help them like with their specific problems. Let's say they want to connect to Blue Cross Blue Shield, like through an interface, right? So we go in there, we use our existing know-how and technologies, and we go into that, we get the requirement, we understand the situation, we propose the solution, and then we complete the work, so that like they don't have to have huge amount of infrastructure, they don't have to have continuous need for development. Like we as professionals go in there, fix that one problem out. So that's the service
The
side of
service
business.
side.
Then there is product side of business.
Right.
Product side of business is where like we realize that if Agilent needs to, because in service side we realize that you can only serve few
So
customers.
yeah, you depend on other businesses. That's the thing.
Yeah, like so in service side you are limited
Limited.
limited to like how many customers you can serve at a time,
Mhm.
right? Like I can have like right now we currently have 6 clients, right? So Manada Technologies being our biggest client, right? So
Bernard?
Manada Technologies,
No.
they are field service company.
Okay.
We implemented Salesforce for them, Salesforce Talent. We did like some C sharp, like
Okay.
some apps for them, custom apps.
Okay.
So they are our largest client, and then there are like lot of other clients that we have, but um, but we realize that more than 6, like maybe we can add 2 or 3 more clients, but after that our plate will be so full
Right.
that there is no way we can effectively manage those client needs,
Right.
especially when there are production downtimes
Right.
or like some serious issues. Like let's say if 3 of my clients at the same time have a production outage, I will be in major trouble, right? So
Even though you have 54 employees.
exactly, because you still because even though you have employees, like you always want to have some sort of supervision that the work is done in a professional manner, right?
Right.
So that's why I can only cater to few clients, right? If I really want to not compromise on the quality, and I absolutely like don't want to compromise on quality. Quality needs to be best, because we
So,
are trying to be a brand,
mhm,
right? So brand means quality. Like
quality.
everything needs to be to the perfection, right? And that's what we obsessed on, like perfection in software. So, but we at the same time also needs to grow. So we made our own software, right? Or our own software. This is a
So we'll take a short break,
yeah.
and so we can come back and you can talk about this software. We'll give it a more time to our audience. So we'll be back in the future.